Good afternoon, 9:54 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sunday, date 1/12/2014. What do we have? We have Facebook. And one of the things that we're looking at Facebook, what is more bullish or bearish about it, and what are the reasons why? Well, it's very simple. When we started out on a narrow range day, the next day we went up and tested the 10-day moving average. The following day, the third day of calendar 2014, we had a breakout bar and we were testing the 20-day simple moving average. And yes, that has been rising, which makes the stock more bullish at the moment. The 10-day simple moving average that was resistance got above here. The key is a 4-day rectangular consolidation with a 3 to 1 count. 4 days, but you got narrow range positive, positive, positive. Now let's take a look at this reversal bar. 58.65, 58.96 was a high. So the low was 56.66 right here. So one of the things that we can say is that the volatility range in this it's not a high beta stock. So basically on 1.9 we had $2.3. On the 110 in price action was $1.24, $1.24. And it wasn't until we were on 1.6 we had a $3.20 range. So Facebook has a lot of volume that is traded in it. One of the things is that would make this bullish. And remember, Facebook does report quarterly earnings January 29th. Today is January 12th. And it's bullish in here. The only bear part is that if it would have closed up at the highs, and it didn't. It closed right, the high of the body is right there within this rectangular. So short-term resistance will remain here. That 10 and 20-day moving average, simple 20s at 55.73. Let us not forget that. The 10 we already know is 56.15. The public indicator of moving average convergence divergence here, this is where it is, and that number is 2.0533. So the CCI is positive. It was up here at 117 when we were getting on 1.7, so now it's at 68 on the CCI. And the key is that the rising 20 and Facebook will have a wall of support. For right now, the chart pattern as of year to date is more bullish than bearish. What it means is this stock is tradable at these simple day moving averages when they hit. And what we would be looking at doing is buying several thousand shares here. And when I mean several thousand, probably 10,000 total shares here or more, depending. And we won't add just in one trade, but if the 20 is rising, the 10 cannot go down in value, and it slightly peaked here, but if that 20 comes up and crosses above that 10 and the fundamentals are good, that means that Facebook can go a lot higher, and it can. When we look back here at 2013, you can clearly see how Facebook had traded up here. Now remember, these are our trend lines that go way over there. So look at how the reversal side was. This is the trend or the patterns on a daily level where you have people selling into, you have more selling in these patterns than buying. Yes, you do have buying going on through here, but you do not have, so you got 1, 2, 3 good upside bars with narrow ranges at resistance. Now, having said that, we can take a look at the longer term daily ascending breakout that started at $40.41. It started over here. As we look back over the longer time frame, this was on what? 126, a year 2013. That was, 11/26, year 2013 is where we broke higher. And we can see that we had much greater positive volume, and every time it pulled back, your 10 and 20 week simple moving averages had crossed over, and here's the 10-day, here's the 20, but as they crossed over, why are they doing that? It's because of this daily positive count, meaning that prices are going a lot higher. So now that we have peaked, the 10 is not going up. The 20 is still there. However, in this pattern here in 2014, it's something to be very aware of is that this 10-day simple moving average, the support level is going to be here, but the 10-day is starting to turn down in value a little bit. So if the 20 crosses above the 10, that would be very bullish. And if the 10-day simple moving average, it's all going to be about positive volume to change these. So we're buyers on the dip, but just remember, the fundamentals is a different story than actually the intraday trade. The intraday trade between now and the 29th, Facebook will either pull back. That's a major distribution bar right here. It's got that. Now that's narrow range daily, narrow range daily. Look at the depth of the sell side on this versus the buy side. So I would say that you're slightly more bullish than bearish. And if we're going to break these highs, they're near or at 52-week highs, Facebook is going to have to take this high resistance, this negative sell side here, and it has to clear that before you can say that we're going to go higher.